Back in this bitch, smoking thrax in this bitch. Back in the day, I was in the trap, moving packs in this bitch. Run up on me like a pimp, you get slapped in this bitch. 40 like a bad hoe, on my lap in this bitch. Running too fast, that's a lap in this bitch.
You heard the intro song finally, so you know what the fuck I'm gonna say. We are back in this bitch. I'm not smoking on y'all man in this bitch, but we are. You know what I'm saying? No bullshit. Back in this motherfucker, man. Back again, once again, for another episode of Hoops with Hunnitball. I don't even know what episode we on, because I've been so fucking MIA. I apologize for that, but we in mode today, man. And I'm not gonna lie, today isn't gonna be a full, you feel what I'm saying? It's not gonna really be articulate type shit. It's not gonna be the full, here's the year it means. I'm finna just do what I do off cam. I'm finna just talk my shit about this basketball shit because respectfully or disrespectfully, I know more hoops than you do. Like that's just Cam. That's just Mr. Hunnitball. But hey, I'm gonna be wrong or something. Hop on the podcast, hop in the comments, talk your shit, but it's not gonna get you nowhere good. Promise that. So we gonna start off with some early MVP rankings. You dig what I'm saying? We're gonna do a little top 5 vibe because yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm finna get over eager, overzealous. I'm finna MVP, I'm finna finals, I'm finna force it. Shit, you might not agree, and I don't truly, respectfully, I don't care. Because if you wanna talk your shit so much, you wanna get your means out there, either get on this podcast or do your own. That's just Uncle Cam now. But let me get professional. Let me get my Yurko means right. Alright? So MVP rankings. If you've been actually watching basketball, paying attention, the whole little shit, should be fairly obvious who the front runner is, right? No, it's not at fucking all because everybody is hooping. You dig what I'm saying? My bad. But if I'm being honest, my top 5 for right now, it might just happen to a top 3 because it's too many necky necks. Too many no bullies. So on my 1/1A, whatever you want to call it, my 1 and 2 mix up, you feel what I'm saying? I got AD and Melo Ball, straight like that. Say what you want about tripping, whatever, the whole little, I don't care. If you watch the game, you pay attention, Melo's fucking hooping. Now you might be like, oh, with the turnovers and some of the games, he's, like KG said, you ain't watching the games, P, straight like that. If you a box score watcher, he's not hooping. If you are a box score watcher, almost nobody is hooping. Keep it a buck. If you only watch box scores or highlights, Wemby is hooping, Bron is hooping, AD is hooping, and everybody else is just damn near trash. But I'm Uncle Cam. I dabble in the hoops. I cannot watch basketball and I can still make a podcast because I'm like that. You feel what I'm saying? I know the game. But back to what I was saying. Melo Ball is easily a top 3 front runner for MVP. Why? Like I said, watch the games. You feel it? This man has nobody. This man has nobody on his team. You dig what I'm saying? And he's hooping. You might think I'm tweaking, but stat lines, numbers, he's Luka-esque. Say what you want, but he's Luka-esque. I'm not saying he played a game like the boy with the whole slow mo to the. I'm not saying all that. But in regards to production, what he does on the court, what he can do on the court, he is Luka Doncic-esque, and I don't care what nobody else say. Because, again, you ain't watching the games, P. Straight like that. Melo's over here putting up 30 points, 28 points, almost a triple-double damn near every time on the court. You feel what I'm saying? If it ain't damn near a trip-dub, you got to list a dub-dub. Whenever you don't, watch the game. Because I ain't trying to be that guy where it's, his teammates that's what it is. Not going front my shit. If you're playing on the Charlotte fucking Hornets, he could be on the Pistons, putting the same numbers. But when he have a bad game, you can't blame Cuz for having a bad game. And it's like his bad games are always assist numbers. It's always a bad game because his assist and turnover ratio is dog shit. And like I'm saying, you don't watch the games, you watch the box scores. Well, how's he up there? Look, right? You are the only player on your team, and you are a pass-first point guard. They're going to lock your stupid ass up. Because they gonna know you don't have nobody else. Who's the second best player? Fucking Miles Bridges? Brandon Miller? Yeah, you fucking forgot about Brandon Miller, or what? That's what I'm saying. So his quote-unquote help is really kind of bums. And I'm like, yeah, I know niggas could hoop on me all day. But for NBA caliber, these niggas is not hooping for real. Like, cool, I'll throw you a little lob. You get your little 3-point highlight here and there. Cool, that's whatever. Production-wise, actually putting Yerkel mean to the your mean, he's not doing nothing. And I know I say a lot of bullshit-ass words and statements like that, but listen, you get what I'm saying? Context clues, you're going to know exactly what I'm saying. Like, when it comes to actual production on the court, they're not doing much besides, like, looking on some shit. Little yinky minks here and there, but they're not doing nothing. For Melo to be putting up the numbers, the shooting numbers that he is, plus just look at this man's overall stat line. I'm not saying be a box score watcher, but look at his stats. Look at his gameplay. And tell me this man can't be at least a top 5 for MVP. This man is easily a top 7 player in the league when healthy. So when it comes to that, just putting it straight simple like that, I don't want to hear shit about where I have Melo on MVP because he's fucking balling. Get it? But Melo aside, let's get to the main course. The man everyone is saying is the front runner for MVP, and that's Anthony Davis. And for AD, it's not really much for me to say. Keep it a buck. Like, I mean, I'm gonna have to elaborate because it's a podcast and the whole you're mean. I can't just figure it out yourself. Like, I got you. But when it comes to AD, like, he's just overall hooping. Like, this man is playing like he wants to be Defensive Player of the Year and MVP and have a championship run this season. Like, all the talk, people are like, oh, if AD's the number 1 on the Lakers, if AD would just... He's doing that. He's doing just that, and he's proving everybody fucking right that had faith in him. Man's putting up 35 of 10, 3 blocks, 30, 15, 2, like, he's balling. Like, I don't really know what else to really say when it comes to Anthony Davis besides the fact that he's actually truly hooping. I'm not saying he's looking like Pelicans AD, but he's showing motherfuckers exactly why we traded for him. Straight like that. He's showing that all the little talky talk that he used to be, he still got that dog in him. Yeah, he got he got Bron on the team, you know what I'm saying? Like, give Bron his little moments, give him his touches. But overall, AD is the one. And if you look at the game, if you look at the stats, AD is the motherfucking one. Like, yeah, Bron will always be Bron. No one taking that away from Bron. But we're talking about the right now, the actual production, the actual who the team needs. The team needs fucking Anthony Davis. On the on-court, they need Anthony Davis. Off the court, leadership, yeah, I'll give Bron that all day. But if we're doing MVPs off of leadership, then y'all not going to like who'll be in the MVP voting. You feel what I'm saying? Top 3 would be some dumb niggas. So I'm not, like, again, all respect to LeBron, but when it comes to most valuable player, production on the floor, the person right now for the Los Angeles Lakers is Anthony fucking Davis. And he's showing that. And if you want to argue with me, the whole back and forth talky talk, like I'm saying, come on here, talk your shit. Otherwise, watch me talk mine, straight like that. Because I'm done playing. I'm done trying to be the whole little semi-political with the whole, like, this is Uncle Cam. Do right gone, Uncle Cam mode. So I'm talking that good shit. And if you don't want to hear it, you don't like to hear it, that's 100% okay. No bullshit. And if you're wondering why I'm not elaborating too much and doing the whole you're mean trying to talk about these players, there's not another person here. So I'm not going to just keep running through my own thoughts type shit when you already get the picture. You dig what I'm saying? I'm not going to just overly embellish just to add a little bit more time to my you're mean. I don't get down like that. I'm going to get straight to the meat and potatoes. Once we done eating, see you later. Here's the bill. Straight like that. Now, for my third for MVP, if you know me, you might say I'm biased, but actually it's tough for the third, because I really want to say Trae Young. Not gonna lie, I really want to say Trae. But if you're watching the games, P, that boy Chet Holmgren, that little white boy in OKC with the year means, he's hooping. I'm not gonna lie. He's showing everybody that Wemby don't matter. I'm not saying Wemby is trash and the whole 9, but he's showing everybody that what Wemby is and what he personifies, don't mean shit, big picture. He's like, nigga, I can do the same things, if not better. And all due respect to Wemby, he's nice. Like, just over, he's nice. No bullshit. Defensively, I don't got to speak on that because we already know. But in terms of actual game, actual what niggas have in the bag, Chet has a way better bag than Wemby. You can say I'm tripping if you want, but I know I'm not because I actually watch the games. That's not me saying Wemby isn't cold. Wemby isn't. No, Wemby is. He's fucking Wemby. Like if you can, I can call him by his nickname and his last name in his second season. Clearly he's cold. Because if you can go by one name or a nickname and niggas know what I'm talking about, you have that. All due respect, Wemby really has that. But when it comes to actual being able to get to a spot, get to a bucket, a slight go-to, little things like that, Chet's shown that he has. I'm not saying he has a complete game, but he has a more complete game than Wemby does. He has a better overall game than Wemby does. He's comfortable with getting to certain spots, things like that. And again, that's not saying that Wemby cannot hoop because he definitely can. But my problem with Wemby really as to why I'm saying Chet has more game is because people know Chet's nice. People know Chet's a problem. Same for Wemby. But when it comes down to people focusing on Wemby, he kind of freezes up a little bit. Now, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he holds up entirely, even though he's top 1 for 6 better. But that's the story, right? You can't have 5, 6 shots and think you're one of the ones. But that's not the story. Like, whenever people are pressuring Wemby, like, doubling him, because you have to. Like, he's fucking 7'4" with shoot from anywhere. Whenever you are really on his ass defensively and make sure he doesn't get in the paint, he settles for some of the weakest shots of all time. Not gonna lie, whenever he makes them, they are phenomenal highlights because the boy can hoop. But when it comes down to comfortability and trying to make sure you can continuously score and things like that, it seems like he freezes up a little bit because he doesn't. Like Nick Young said this, he doesn't have a go-to. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not saying Chet is KD or Kobe and he has immediate go-to bags, but he can at least try to finagle for a bucket. He's not gonna really let you freeze him out off of one part of his game type shit. No matter what, he's going to try to give you his full game at all times. And if Wemby could do that more, I wouldn't be saying all this right now. It could be a whole different conversation. Like, Wemby is 7'4". There's no reason why you should be scared to really try to body in the paint against some little niggas. We are in the softest era of the league right now. Bruh, just get a foul. You're 7'4". They can't contest or block your shot. Put that bitch up. If you get a little bit of cool, that's an and one most likely, and boom, you got you a free throw. If you miss it, it's 2 free throws for you, boss. So I don't want to get too much into it, but in terms of like game per game, Chet has a more complete game. When you might have a bigger bag with the little dribble moves and the chamois and the whole little like cool, I'll give you that. But having a bigger bag does not mean you have a more complete game than a certain player. And that's just factual information. Like, what's a good example? Like, just think of any ball handler. Think of any that's not Kyrie, of course. Kyrie's fucking it's Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? But like Skip to Malu's, Jamal Crawford's, and things like that. Like, nice in their own respects, but they did not have a complete game. Like, offensively, Maul had a better package than most, but most ball handlers, because whenever it comes to bag talk, bag work, it's all the little pity pats. So most ball handlers and having a big bag does not mean shit if you can't do anything with it. And that's what I'm not saying Wemby can't hoop, he can't, like I'm saying, like, he just needs to be more comfortable. He needs to have more confidence in himself that if y'all want to double team me, cool. You feel what I'm saying? Like Kobe said, you want to double me, nigga, send one more. I'm taking it there. So, like, I got off track, but Chet Holmgren is my third for MVP voting because the boy's flat out hooping. He might not be the leading scorer on his team. That's 100% okay. Because if you think scoring is all that matters for MVP voting, then, hey, I want to be that guy, but we fucked up a lot. You dig what I'm saying? And I know you're going to be like, ooh, exactly. So, Chet's secondly the scorer on this team. He's like top 5 in boards for the season. I believe he's like top 5 in blocks. I believe he's top 3 in total blocks. So he's on this Anthony Davis shit right now. Like he's like what Wemby was doing last year, he's kind of doing that, but a little bit better. Again, defensively, Wemby is still Wemby. Wemby has a better defensive game than Chet, and I can say that and admit that with no problem. But we're talking about the overall, you feel what I'm saying? The mac and the cheese, not just the cheese. So Chet got mac and cheese. Wemby just got some cheese. You dig what I'm saying? Once Wemby get that mac, he gonna be in this combo. And I do want to give an honorable mention to Jokic. I don't know how I forgot about Jokic, but do I have to really talk about Jokic in regards to why he's even up here? Because if I do, I'm just say Kevin Garnett every time, KG, because you are not watching the games, P. You can even watch the box scores for Jokic, and you're still gonna see that he's one of the motherfucking ones. No matter how you want to slice it, Jokic has to be in the top 5 in MVP voting for as long as he's playing at this level. Because you can't play at a level where you're a fucking walking triple double, you can put up 40 when you want to, things like that. Niggas are like, nah, you shouldn't be up here. That makes sense. Like, Jokic is one of them ones. And if his team can start winning, getting more comfy, though, I'm not saying that they're just dog shit right now, but they clearly need Murray right now. So once you get his man's back and they can really get in that rhythm, he most likely will be higher. Because I'm not the type of nigga to be like, I mean, I always see a little bit with the Melo Ball selection. But for me, MVP isn't just about being a bucket. You feel what I'm saying? It's about being a bucket and contributing. It's literally the most valuable player. So the way I see it, if this team does not have this player, where would they be at type shit? You feel what I'm saying? And with the 4 names that I named, you can't say the teams would be cold if they weren't there. And that's, if you believe that, please prove it to me on some 2K shit. Fuck it. Do a little 2K sim and show me that I'm wrong. But I guarantee you ain't making the playoffs. Straight like that. Like, any of the 4 players that I named left their team, lottery picks, Cooper Flag talk, no bullshit. Now, to move off of the individual side and get more to the team side, let's talk about who is going to be in these finals, right? Personally, I feel like the East is kind of set in stone unless somebody just does some wild off the wall shit, but it's going to be Celtics. I don't like saying it as a Laker and Thunder fan, but mainly Laker fan because you know how that shit goes. But it's going to be the Celtics because my man, everybody said during the summer, y'all done pissed off Tatum and Jaylen Brown. And these niggas are showing you that none of that shit was a fluke. They're showing you that, yes, I can really hoop. Yes, I really put a bucket on your head and on your team head. I'm going to keep it going. No bullshit. We're going to drop 30 on y'all team apiece. They're going to lose by 40. We're going to go about our business while you over here shitty. Real rap. Like, you can't tie the record for threes in the first game of the season and be like, yeah, that was a fluke. You feel what I'm saying? Because since then, they've been doing what? Oh, yeah, balling. No bullshit. And, yeah, there are other teams in the East that have, like, good firepower, things like that. But it's more on just the culmination of the pieces. You know what I'm saying? The Knicks are the Knicks are nice on paper. Like, the Knicks are like a bad bitch with no substance. Like looks phenomenal. But when you get down to it, it's like, what's really here? You feel what I'm saying? What's really here besides the look of, you feel me? Because yes, like Cat and Brunson and the possible Nova Knicks besides the boy missing the whole look, like yeah, it look good, sound good, but matchup wise, what are they really gonna do? You feel me? Like, just keeping it a buck. What can the Knicks really do with the Celtics, size wise, shooting power wise, just the whole nine, like. Across the board, the Celtics are a really good team. I hate to say it, but they actually are. And I will also say, I'm not saying this because I'm from Milwaukee and the whole little shit, the Bucks do have a chance if they can get their shit together. Because Dame and Giannis are both hooping. Like, yeah, Dame started off a little bit rocky, but Dame's hooping right now. Like, Dame is looking like Dame. It's Giannis. But the problem is obviously coaching. And I'm not saying that just to be a Doc Rivers hater, because that's the norm, and that's cool, whatever, but you can't have one nigga had like 10 threes in a game, the other boy got like 30 and fucking set 12 or some shit, and you're like, we lose by 2 to the Cavaliers. Yes, the Cavs are balling right now. Cavs are super hooping, but I don't see them doing anything with it on the long-term playoff front. Like, the Bucks can get, like, I don't know if it's a general coaching issue or a locker room issue, but whatever the fuck it is, it needs to be addressed, and it needs to be addressed immediately. Because yes, it is early in the season, but the start of your season can make or break your season as a whole. So if y'all starting off ass, you're just gonna buy into the fact that you're ass, and then you ain't making the playoffs, despite having all the firepower that y'all have. Like, granted, K-Mid is hurt, and that's obviously a blow to the team. But you can't have, I mean, depending on where you put Dame, it could be a top 10 player in his position, whatever, but in my opinion, he's at least top 7. You have a top 7 player in your position and a top 5 forward and be fucking losing. 1 second, y'all. Not gonna lie, that might have been the world's longest off-camera intermission. Like, fucking daytime now. But we back in this bitch. You dig what I'm saying? Alright, so back to what I was saying. You can't have a top 7 player in this position with Damian Lillard, a top 5 forward, even though he's the fucking best forward in the league with Giannis, on your team and have the record that y'all have and be as dysfunctional as y'all are type shit. It just doesn't make sense. Like I said, yes, they're missing Chris Middleton, but the way this shit is looking is not how this shit should be looking. So, me personally, somebody got to go. I think it should be Doc, and I'm not trying to be a Doc hater like I said before, but if Adrian Griffin was doing what he was doing and then Doc does this shit with essentially the same group of niggas, hey, do with that as you will. You feel what I'm saying? Do with that as you will. But, yeah, Celtics are going to be my main pick for Eastern Conference, like, finals appearance. And Bucks are low-key my dark horse because, of course, niggas will show the Bucks love and the whole little shit. But with how they're looking, people don't really have much faith in Milwaukee. I do. Feel what I'm saying? I know what this team and what this city got. So we're going to see what's going on with the Bucks. And then Western Conference, I ain't being biased. Promise, like, pinky promise I'm not being biased type vibe. But Oklahoma City Thunder, straight like that. All right? And I'm not saying that they're going to win the finals because still a young team. You know, y'all know how the story goes. Last time we was there, we had like 3 5-year-olds leading our team. We fucking lost to LeBron and them. Yeah. That's how it goes. You got to get there and earn your stripes type vibe. But in regards to, like, yeah, I really see it being the Thunder or the Nuggets. Even though Mavericks made it last year, and the Mavs have a good squad. Like, I'm not taking any credit away from the Dallas Mavericks. Like, because the West is fucking loaded. So when it comes to the West, you can really pick any of the fucking top 5 teams, and no one's going to really think you're tripping, honestly. But my main pick for the Western Conference is the Thunder. Like, you can't be the number 1 seed last year, despite all the shit we've been going through the last 4 or 5 years. And then you hooping like how you are right now, and it's proven that everybody's playing at a higher level than they were last year. Come on now. Just put 2 and 2 together. Bare minimum, they're making WCF. I genuinely see it being fucking Nuggets or the Thunder. Got a little bit lucky, not gonna lie, because Nuggets balled last night against the Thunder. And I'm not happy about that at all. But it just shows that Denver has that firepower even with not Jokic, my dumbass, without Murray. Jokic put up damn near 20, 20, and 20. You can't not put them in the, you feel what I'm saying? Like, they have to be in the running. You can't, like, what are we talking about right now? Like, you have a walking triple-double big man. And, like, I don't even really got to elaborate on Jokic. If you've watched basketball in the last fucking 3-4 years, you're going to know it's self-explanatory at this point when it comes to Nikola Jokic. And is there one more that I want to slap? Because I fucking took a whole ass day intermission. And I feel like a little, I don't know, like a 20-ball podcast. I don't know if that's sitting right in my yerkles. I don't know if it's sitting right in the heart of hearts. But me being me, I'm not just going to talk it up just to fill in time and just overly embellish on shit. So I might come back later today with another podcast drop. But ideally, I'm going to try to shoot a podcast on Saturday and then drop that one on Saturday. So, like always, be safe, be smooth, love, Hunnitball out.